Alright guys, so we got the information for the Super 17 celebration here today, so we're going to be going through that, seeing what's going to be going on throughout the celebration. I'm expecting the celebration to be somewhat of a dead celebration, just because this is kind of a filler celebration for the next 2 weeks until Saiyan Day, which is on the 18th. We should be, Super 17 is coming out tonight. Still debating if I honestly want to summon for him or not. I might do like a couple multis just to see if I can pull him or not, but I'm not gonna stress myself out on chasing him. So nonetheless, let's go ahead and jump into the celebration details here. Let's go ahead and turn on the translate. There you go. So, raise yourself, super training campaign now on, new stages, extreme Z areas, Z battles, and more. So there is going to be a legendary campaign for LR Cell, so that means he's probably going to get his EZA actually. So let's go ahead and look through. So we got login bonus here, missions, new Super 17 banner. Can't really see any of the other units on here, so we don't know who's coming back. If I had to guess, Pan is probably going to be on this banner as one of the 200% leaders. As for the other units, I honestly cannot tell you off the top of my head. I would guess like there's gonna be some type of you know, like GT units are probably gonna be on here. Like probably expect like super full power Goku, maybe SS4 Gogeta, maybe the older Super 17 will also return on this banner. Who knows? They kind of don't bring those units back on banners anymore. But yeah, I would say like the one unit I feel like it's almost 100% sure that it'll be on the banner is Pan. I feel like it's 100, but other than that, I honestly could not tell you. So we'll see what the banner looks like later tonight. But I'm just gonna tell you this right now. 100% skip, because again, Super 17 is like okay. They're not the greatest units. But there's no reason for you to honestly pull for these guys unless you're just like a big fan of Super 17. Like if that's you, then yeah, sure, go right ahead. I'm not gonna stop you. But other than that, I would not recommend. Especially since Saiyan Day is coming up in 2 weeks, and not only the unit from that is going to be probably more hype, and they're probably going to be better, and the banner is probably also going to be better. So just, you know, all around better. So just keep an eye out on that. So we got the Super 17 Dokkan Fest. We're getting a stone sale. The keys, this was already technically reset. I already went ahead and bought these. So Elder Kai banner also later tonight. These guys' EZA area is going to be later tonight. New Dokkan Battlefield later tonight. So a bunch of stuff coming out tonight. We're gonna have a new Patan on the 13th. Seems like it might be another batch of Saiyan Saga. Maybe we'll see. New missions. This is gonna be with diabolical villains and join forces. I think is you have to beat this with. So join forces can be easy. Diabolical villains might be a little bit harder, but I don't think it'll be that hard. We'll look at the categories and see like what type of teams you can make. These events are coming back because these units, this unit's ECing, and then I don't know why this. I mean, I guess this is a fine event to come back. Funny enough, like this is the one thing I don't understand is. This is a Super 17 celebration, but the Universal Survival Saga is like heavily themed throughout this celebration, so it's like, I don't know, just kind of odd. Like, why would they? Because there are units, like if we go here, let me just pull this up, I guess, on the side. If we go to events here and we go to story, there is a Super 17 story event that has a bunch of units that have not awakened yet. So my question is like, why are we not awakening those units and maybe giving them EZAs instead of Universal Survival Saga units? Where is it? I need to find it. Where is it? Super 17. Those are the baby ones. I feel like I'm glossing right over it. There it is. Yeah, there's this event right here already in the game, and we have this Android 18. She's just an SSR. This Hellfighter 17 is only an SSR. So it's like, why didn't we awaken these guys and give them probably an EZA instead of the Universal Spiral Saga. Just kind of odd for me that they decided to go in that direction with a Super Saiyan. Like this Dokkan Fest might as well have been just a Universal Survival Saga Dokkan Fest, and y'all could have postponed this, but I don't know. Interesting. And there's also something else later here that's we're gonna see that furthers my point. So yeah, like, look at this, like all Universal Survival Saga EZAs, and then this is like the big one here is we have MVP 17 is getting his EZA on the 10th. Now this is hype. This is one of my favorite units in the game, so I'm happy to see that he's getting his EZA, and he's probably going to be pretty damn nice. But like, to be honest, this is not the time for him. Like, I mean, not in the sense that he's like too early to EZA. Like, he's definitely old enough to be getting an EZA like now. It's just more or less like, why this celebration? It's my opinion. It's just kind of confusing. Like again, this just seems like a Universal Survival Saga celebration, but like Super 17 is the headliner. Like, what? It just doesn't make sense per se. But nonetheless, this guy will be pretty good. He already has, honestly, like a really good passive. Like, they literally don't need to give him that much. Like, they just give him some defense, like start a turn and then defense on super. He already supports for key 3 and 60% defense. Like, that's actually insane. And then he also has damage reduction when his health gets low. So it's like, this guy really does not need a lot to become probably the best EZATR in the game, honestly, because like he can just be an insane support type unit. And he is on Repsa Universe 7, so we all know what this is going to be going towards is building up this guy. So this guy will most likely now at least have one other Repsa Universe 7 unit that won't get you killed. So if this guy just gets one other Repsa Universe 7 or like 2 other Repsa Universe 7 characters that won't get you insta-killed, this guy can actually be viable and you can use him to his full potential and probably destroy every boss in the game because you'll be able to activate the Spirit Bomb like very, very easily. But again, I just don't agree with this guy EZAing right now, or at least not just for the celebration. Like, I feel like if we were gonna EZA this guy, like, yeah, sure, go right ahead, but this could have been a different Dokkan Fest. Like, Super 17 could have been postponed and they could have made him around like an entire GT celebration, because he is literally, him and these guys are the only GT units that are like, I guess, coming out of this celebration. Like, that's it. Like, so we have a new Super Battle Road stage coming out on the 10th as well, and then we have the EZA campaign, or the legendary campaign for LRSL. So this is good. This helps Super 17, but the thing is this guy does not necessarily help Super 17 because he is not on Super 17's team. Like, you can run them together on the Androids team, but he's not on his actual team. I've seen a lot of people say this, and I agree. I feel like a better EZA for this celebration would have been Android 13, just because Android 13 would work better in terms of just like linking up and supporting the new Super 17, and he would be on his actual team. But nonetheless, I still think this is hype. I'm just more or less confused. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm just confused. Like, I feel like, and I'm confused, like, rightfully so, because, like, again, we have all this Universal Survival Saga stuff going on, and then it's Super 17. Like, it just doesn't correlate, you know? Like, this honestly could have been a celebration where they could have done, like, I don't know, Topo that transforms into God Topo or something like that. Like, God Topo can also just be a Dokkan Fest with Evo Vegeta at some point. I feel like they are worthy of a dual Dokkan Fest, that little moment there, but nonetheless, that is the Super 17 celebration. Not really too much in here, but, you know, still some stuff, you know. We got a little Dokkan Battlefield. We got these missions. These missions are always nice, you know, just gives you a reason to go back and play the GT event. I feel like there's no excuse for them not to do this, and honestly, like, they need to do more missions for Red Zone. as well, like how they did in the cooler celebration, because that gives you a reason to go back and play those stages. So it's always good to just have missions where it's like, oh hey, beat it with this team. So I guess before we finish up here, let's go ahead and take a look at the... So it is Diabolical Villains and Joint Forces. So Joint Forces is honestly not going to be very bad at all. Like it's probably going to be the easiest one out of all of them, because this team is just absolutely stacked beyond belief with all these Saiyan units that, you know, all have easy 8, and you know, we have the A tier LRs that are on here. So like this should be a cakewalk. Like again, the GT event, the GT Goku event is not able to handle even the 7-year LR, so it's like this is completely free. As for Diabolical Villains, go ahead and look, where is it? I know it's near the bottom. There it is. So this one might be a little bit harder just because, again, you might not have these leaders. These are both yellow coin LRs. I'm not expecting people to have yellow coin LRs on hand. But, I mean, I feel like if you do have, like, especially if you have Grade 8 Vegeta, he'll handle this pretty easily, because he'll have his intro buff and all that stuff, so he'll actually be good. And then you can bring a bunch of these other units. Frieza does guaranteed crit, so you can consider him as a rotation with another Frieza unit. Like, these two together, since it's just a GT Goku event, they can handle it pretty well. Honestly, even the new Bobbity is honestly pretty good. I need to do a showcase about him, but I feel like he can handle himself pretty well in here as well. But yeah, I would say the only problem that you might face with this one is if you don't have the leaders. If you don't have the leaders, you do have options like this Frieza, just being an extreme type leader, or Rose as well. You can definitely do some shenanigans running them as your leader and then just bringing a friend Grade 8 Vegeta, but this shouldn't be that hard either. You can also probably, if you pull the new Super 17, you could build a team. Like, they don't lead this category specifically, but on their leader skill, a lot of these units are on their leader skill, so you can just make a team with them, basically, as your leader. And they'll also not struggle in beating GT Goku, so yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the celebration details. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm just kind of confused on why, like, Super 17 has a bunch of Universal Survival Saga EZAs. Like, this might be, I guess, a hint of what's coming in the future. And I mean, I kind of expected this, especially after the Kaioken Blue Goku EZA in the anniversary. I'm expecting some of the major celebrations this year to be Universal Survival Saga themed, especially since we have not touched the Universal Survival Saga since the 6th anniversary, so it's been 2 years since I think there's been any, like, form of representation of Universal Survival Saga. So, and there's still a lot of stuff they can do from there. Like, even though it might seem like they released all the big characters, trust me, there's still a lot they can do. They can do a Jiren that transforms into full power. They can do another Ultra Saiyan Goku, honestly, that transforms into UI Goku. They can do like Legends, like a Blue Goku that revives into Ultra Saiyan Goku. They can do an Blue Vegeta that goes into Evo against, God Topo. They can do Topo that transforms into God Destruction. List goes on and on and on. And, Dispo as well. They can do a Dispo that goes into Super Speed Dispo. So yeah, I'm definitely expecting there to be either some celebrations or some of the major celebrations I feel like this year are going to be Universal Survival Saga theme, so keep an eye out on that, and this might be a hint of what's coming in the future. I don't think Saiyan Day is going to be USS themed. I think Saiyan Day is most likely going to be Battle of the Gods themed, but I think after that, like Golden Week, Tanabata, maybe even Worldwide could be Universal Survival Saga, so we'll see. Let me know what you guys think of the celebration. Let me know if you guys are excited for MVP 17. I'm honestly more excited for MVP 17 than Super 17 himself, but that's just me. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Love you guys. See ya.